Yes, now it's fixed. Now I can see the chat as well. So I guess we're good to go. Okay, so first off, looking at the game settings, I would recommend having the crosshair on for obvious reasons. You're gonna be picking up stuff that's like really small, so you want to see the crosshair to make it faster to pick it up. Then going to your input settings, mouse sensitivity, I wouldn't have that too high or too low. Just find a sensitivity that works for you the best, obviously. Then to key configs. There's nothing else that I would change here except putting jump to wheel down, like when you scroll down your mouse wheel, you'll jump, because that'll make every clip, pretty much every clip in this game, so much easier. Then maybe if you want to interact, would be like, this is only to make things a bit faster, like picking up items. It'll be easier to like have the interact on wheel up, so that way you can just spam your wheel up whenever you're trying to pick up stuff, and that'll make it probably slightly faster to pick up stuff. Oh, and I probably should ask if my mic is not too loud or too low, so you guys can hear me all good. And also if the game volume is, or in general, is sound good. And then, well, the gamma, I don't think it really matters. I would just have it a bit lower, so it'll be more atmospheric, if you will. And then I don't think the graphics matter too much. Wait, 2 records? What do you mean? Two records. Oh, it's because the other one is real time and the other one is without loads. Yeah, Jan got it. Alright, so after you're done with these, you're done, you're ready to go. Alright, so when we run this game, we start the game as a new game. And the timing starts when Daniel says the words, "Don't forget." So if I would be running now, the timer would start here. As he says, "Don't forget," this timer would start. Alright. And then, this is the first part of the game. There isn't really much to do here. But to speed things up a bit, you can walk backwards, like to the store, and open it. And that'll make it slightly faster. You don't need to open that door when you're walking through this rainy hall. Alright. And now, as you hear the rain coming back, you should start holding Shift and D, so you'll immediately start moving sideways when you get the input. And then, when Daniel loses his sight the second time, start holding S. And just walk backwards until you gain the control of your character. And this is random, like the alright, so here you wanna jump up the stairs. I'm gonna be doing this again, so but anyways, you wanna be holding Shift here all the time, and most of the run as well, like of course to speed up the run. But here you can't really affect how you move because all these slowdowns are random and you might or might not get them. Alright. Now I'm gonna do that again just to show you guys. Alright. So you start the game with a new game and you start the timer here. This part of the game where Daniel talks to himself is just like around 50-second intro thing. And here you turn around on the third like room you spawn into. There you want to turn around and open the door. That'll save you tiny bit of time, but it's not necessary though. Alright, and here again, as you can hear the rain, start holding Shift and D, so you'll instantly start moving to the right. And when Daniel loses his sight the second time here, you want to start holding S, so you'll start moving backwards as well, and you gain the control of over your character, and you just want to run through this. You might want to watch this a couple of times to, well, there isn't really a route, it's just going through the corridors as you would in the casual. But of course you need to remember to jump up these stairs because that'll be slightly faster than walking up them. And here you might want to like pull your mouse slightly to the left. Try to look at that chandelier that's swinging up there. I don't think I can show it again because now I probably won't fall. But like here, you want to pull your cursor towards this chandelier, and that'll make you go a bit faster through the corridor. And here you might want to jump down these stairs as well, because there is a slight chance of you getting a boost here, and you really won't lose anything by doing this because it's slightly faster to jump down the stairs as well. And if you get the boost, that's just extra. Alright, so this is the second room of the run, and here you just want to start sprinting. I usually jump around this pink thing here. Like when the door opens, I jump. And then you run into this room, you take the trigger there, and you want to just... I'll show this again. So what I did there is, I went into the room, picked a trigger that'll launch a, I picked a trigger that'll make Daniel run faster for the rest of the game. So I walk in here. I usually use this as my, like, sweet spot. So I'll walk here, turn around, walk back here, and then I will stand around here, start spamming my mouse wheel, and as I'm in this spot, I will crouch, walk closer to the rock, and just start spamming my mouse wheel, and at the same, I will hold D and W. And if you don't get through on the first try, I usually just crouch again and keep spamming my mouse wheel. Oh crap. So I come here, start spamming the mouse wheel, crouch here, hold W and D, and you should be able to clip through. I'll show that one more time. So I usually jump there. It's not necessary though. Alright, so you stand here, start spamming, hold W and D, crouch, and you should get through. Everything I'm gonna do here requires a lot of practice to start getting them fast. Oh, I should probably explain what I'm doing here. Greatest tutorial ever, not explaining what I'm doing. Hello, Bones. Alright, I need to do that again since I forgot to explain what I was doing. Well, I get the chance to explain this again. So here again, grab the trigger. You hear that you grab the trigger when you can hear the wind, and also when your cursor is pulled towards that room. Alright, so you're here, you want to start spamming mouse wheel, crouch, hold D and W, and just spam mouse wheel. Alright, and here you just come to this. I'll make a save here so I don't need to do that again, because I've shown that. Alright, so after you've clipped through here, you want to turn around, run to this direction. I usually jump over that gap and just jump to this side, but you can also make it a bit like safer to do, and you will just walk here to the edge and just run forward and jump to this pillar, and here you just sprint towards the wall and spam your mouse wheel, and you're gonna be on top of this roof. So show that again. After you've clipped through here, you turn around, just walk to this edge, and sprint, jump, and sprint towards the wall, and spam your scroll wheel, and you're on this roof. And the next thing we're gonna do is there is a couple of invisible walls here that you need to like jump around. So you just want to run here and jump. And as you can see, there's a invisible wall, but we just jump past it to this ledge. Alright. And here, you just jump around this other invisible wall. And they're only invisible from one side. So, after you jumped around this, you just jump around this as well. And then you just fall down and grab that door, and that'll make you transfer to the next map. Alright, here. I'll probably show that again just to not be too quick with the tutorial. And of course, when you're starting to learn the game, you might want to practice all this, like do this a couple of times and watch the tutorial a couple of times, or watch these parts a couple of times at least. So there you just jump around this wall a couple of times. So you're here, you jump to this ledge, and then you just jump around that. And you can also just walk on the door frame and fall down here. That's a bit safer, but what I usually do, I just jump and try to grab the door while I'm falling down. Alright, so now to the worst part of the game, in my opinion at least, because many of my runs die here nowadays. So this is the entrance hole, spelled ENDTRANCE, hole. Hole spelled the original way. Alright, so you want to start sprinting here. Just jump up the stairs again, as it's faster than running up the stairs. And then you want to turn to the right. And here is a few ways you can do this, but I find this to be the easiest one. So my setup for this boost is that you aim at this and you just run towards it and spam your mouse wheel. And as you can see, this is not very consistent. Sometimes it's easier to just spam your spacebar, as I did there. But I feel like this is more consistent with the mouse wheel. Or I don't know, actually. It might be more consistent with the spacebar. At least it is for me. But some people might feel like it's easier with this mouse wheel. Then there's this. You can run towards this and just spam your mouse wheel again. A lot of the tricks in this game are just basically spamming your jump and getting different kind of boosts and clips. I'm not very experienced with the other strats for this, but yeah, I always use this one because I think it's the easiest one. And when you're a bit more experienced with this, you can try to start going for this that I use. This is just a faster way of getting the boost. So I run here, I just turn around as I'm at the ramp, and then I'll just start spamming my spacebar, turn to the ramp, and that saves a bit of time, so I don't need to like get myself set up for the boost. I just turn as I'm running, and then I'll spam my spacebar as I'm running, so I'll get the boost a bit faster than I would when I would like set up for the boost and do it that way. Alright, so this is a really nasty trick. I had this trick with such a great fervor, honestly. But this saves so much that there's no way you could like run this game without this when you're trying to go for good times anyway. So you run towards this pillar. You can just do this by standing here and walking toward or sprinting towards the pillar and jumping. Or you can probably just stand here and spam jump. And now that I'm on the pillar, you just need to sprint, jump, and crouch, which is pretty nasty since the platform is really tiny here. So you need to jump as you're running. And this is where a lot of my runs die as well. So that's how you're supposed to do it. You just you jump on the pillar and then you're going to sprint, jump, and then crouch when you're close to the window, and hold D to go to the right. So I'll show this again. You sprint, jump, and crouch, and hold WD again. So again, jump on the pillar, just walk towards the pillar and spam jump until you're on the pillar. But be sure not to spam your jump too fast, because that'll just make you get pushed off the pillar. Wait, let me show that. So if I spam it too fast, I'll just get pushed off the pillar. Or I get like that. I just got pushed off the pillar. But you can also just like get a really high boost, fly to the roof, and take a little bit of damage, which you want to avoid since when Daniel is under 50% HP, you'll start running lower in a lower speed. Your movement speed is decreased after you're under 50% HP. So you want to try to avoid all the possible damage in this run. So here, again, you just sprint, jump, and hold WD. And you should be getting into the window frame. And that way, there I just got pushed off again because I jumped too fast. And some people use spacebar for that. I feel like it's a bit easier, but if you want to do this like really fast, it's just faster to jump at the pillar and try to scroll your wheel like really fast. So you just jump here. And now to the next trick. There's two ways of doing this. Actually, there's more, but I've only learned two of them. So here you wanna jump and crouch at the same time. Maybe walk towards the wall a bit until your head is above the window, like your head is clipped through the window. Then I feel like this is the harder strat, I think, but the other one is much more inconsistent, so I would go for this one. So you just walk towards the wall, hold W and D, walk to the right. Alright, I'll just start again. So you walk towards the wall, walk to the right, and then just keep walking towards the wall, and then slowly turn your mouse to the left, and you should clip through, but I'm not getting it. Wait, I need to try to do it fast. I can't do it that slow. If I can do this at all. Jesus Christ. I can't do this. No. Why can I not do this? Alright, apparently I am too inexperienced with this. Alright. Yeah, they patched it for sure. Alright, let's load this one. So I'll try to do the entrance hole fast now. So this is how I would do entrance hole. Reset. Yeah, this is definitely how I would do entrance hole. That's actually pretty accurate since most of my runs die there anyway. Like that. Alright, so jump on this. That is the example of how not to do it. Alright, so now I'm in the window frame. I'm gonna start walking towards it. Push myself towards the window, and then just start walking back. And I should clip through. But I'm not clipping through. What is going on? I am really confused. This is how I've got it the whole time. Oh, well. Well, I'm going for the other strat then. So what I do is, I just, when I jump into the window frame, I'll be here, and then I'll jump and crouch until I'll get my head through the window frame again, and then I will look at that and start spamming jump, and that way you'll clip through. But I'm really confused why I didn't get the other chairless. But anyways, this is probably the easier one to perform. This one that you just jump up, start looking at the white brick, move forward and backwards, holding D, and then just spam your scroll wheel, and you'll end up clipping through. But then the other one is where you just walk towards the window and you clip through, but for some reason I'm not getting it at all right now. I'm already, like, clipping through here, and I'm just not falling through for some reason. This is really weird. Well, anyways, I'll go on since I cannot get that for some reason. So here again, after you've clipped through the window, you just wanna fall here to the ledge and then fall down here, and that way we skip the whole acid cooking puzzle. And yeah, then you just walk on this door frame and fall down and grab the door. Alright, and to the next chapter of the game. This is a refinery. So here, all you need to do is walk forward And this is something you just need to like watch a few times. So here's a few rocks that you can try to jump on and get a little boost, but that's not necessary. That'll boost you a bit and you might get through the refinery a bit faster, but there's really nothing else here. So in the flashbacks, the monsters ignore us, so now that we are in a flashback, we'll just run past them, grab these boxes, grab this box, throw it at that stick that's stuck there, and scroll this until that thing is open. I'm gonna show that again and try to explain the route a bit. So of course you wanna like try to go as near to the corners as possible, so you will lose the least amount of time. So here you want to jump over the planks because they might push you a bit. Then that rock is one of the rocks that can give you a little boost. Here you just want to walk as near to the corners as you can and jump over those rocks and not get pushed back like me.
It's important that you keep going straight and make sure.
And now, again, you just walk past the monster to this door over here. Open it. You can close it if you want to. And for some reason, these are already blown up. So you grab this box that's right next to the hole right here. You grab it and you run here and throw it at that stick. Then you want to spin this wheel and then this will be open and you just jump down the hole and run to the next door. So that section is pretty straightforward. Just go through the plays as fast as possible and as close to the, well, yeah, just as fast as possible. And now to the water part that everyone is really much afraid of. So here you just want to run forward a bit and the water monster will spawn with the water. Then you want to run into this room, jump on this box and pull the lever. Then just run past the monster like this. Jump on the boxes as much as possible, like that are on your way. Then you grab this hand. Throw it in the water. Wait for the monster to start eating it. Then run to this valve. Turn it. Right, actually I should explain that. So this is another part that's really straightforward. You just spawn the monster by running a bit forward. Turn to the left. And why am I running in the water is because that way the monster will run after me faster. So that way, when I reach this box, he will be walking into the room already, so I can just sort of sneak past him here. And now I took a lot of damage there. That is something you really want to avoid, because even though Daniel regains health, but you still want to avoid taking damage because that'll slow you down a bit. So you walk in the water, or run in the water rather, jump on that box, pull the lever, jump on this box, just run past them. And you want to try to jump on these boxes as much as possible, because that's faster than running in the water. Jump on this box, and here you have a few options. You can throw the leg over the hand, but I feel like the arm is more like it's closer to you and you can throw it straight to him. And here's an important fact. You need to wait for the monster to start eating the hand. You need to wait until you see the blood spilling from the water, because if you don't wait until that, he will start chasing you, even if he's eating the thing, the arm. So after you've done that, you just jump off the boxes, grab this, and what you want to do here is you grab the valve and you walk past it as you're spinning it. And now, because I waited with the monster for so long, he caught up to me. So I will show that again, explaining it all now. So here, we run into this room, in the water, so he will follow you faster. You jump on that box, pull the lever, jump out, jump on the boxes, because that's faster. Here, grab the arm. What? Okay, this is a new one. I have no clue what this is. Oh, hello, Mafia. So you just grab the valve, start spinning it, and run to the next room. And then here you jump on these boxes and you grab the hollow needle. And then what I do here is I jump to this box over here and just use this to this door from here, and that'll unlock the next level. So I will go through that once again. Right. Run into this room again, jump, pull the lever, jump on these, run past him, jump on the boxes, pick up the hand, throw it at him, wait until he starts eating it, run to this valve, start spinning it, and you can just walk to the door while you're spinning it. Then run into this room, grab the hollow needle, and use it on the door. So that is Cellar Archives, which is pretty straightforward. Alright, so here is coming up another out of bounds trick. That voice crack. So what you do here is you start running, open the door, close it. If you're playing this like on the first times, you might want to close the door to have a little more time to perform this trick. But when you get more like when you're more experienced with this strat, you can just stop closing the door if you're like fast enough to perform this trick. So you run to this goo, walk towards it, look at this part of the rock, like there is a little line, black line in the rock, so you want to look at that, walk towards the goo, and scroll your wheel 3 times, like kind of slowly, that you won't like spam your mouse wheel like this. You want to do it like this. You run to this, look at that line there, walk towards the goo, and slowly scroll your wheel. Not too slow though. There we go. Alright, and after you're up here, well, I'll show that again. So again, open the door, close it. Walk to this goo. Look at that line over there. And just scroll until you get the boost. Alright, and here, after this, you can just run on top of the map. Here, I usually use this lineup. There's a little thing here, so I line up with that and run towards the wall. Or there isn't really a wall, it's just this, what would you call this? Just a roof. So you run towards it and spam your wheel and you'll get on it. And this is what I do here. Most people jump on this corner because there is a slight chance of getting a boost. That'll be good. But what I do instead is that I run from here, I jump on this thing here, and that way I can just jump straight to the on this. Alright, and if you miss this jump, don't worry, because you can just walk around it and here just spam jump again and you'll get on top of this anyway. So again, just jump here and jump on this. And this is what skips most of the run. Like, you skip a whole lot of running when you do this trick. And here you can just run to this plank and jump over this. So you skip a bit of running again. And then you can fall in bounds and just grab the door. And I'll show that again at full speed. Alright, you open the door. I think I'll count on that I'll get it fast enough. Alright, I got it fast enough. Land on that edge. Just run through this. Jump at that. Alright, I missed that. And now jump over this. And just run to the door. Again, that's something you might want to watch a couple of times just to learn the route you will go through. But it's really easy to learn. Alright, and here is a backhaul boost. It's called the backhaul boost. And it is a kind of a hard trick, actually. But it saves a few seconds. So you might want to go for it at least once. You might as well, since you're gonna go over this fence anyways, or this railing. So what I do here is I walk on the 5th stair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I walk on this, line myself up with this, and then aim at this brick that is like here where the railings come together. These two railings where there is this circle here. Not a circle, a triangle. So you aim at that brick and sprint and just spam jump. Obviously I didn't get it that time. This is a kind of a nasty boost as well. I usually don't get this, but if you do get it, it saves a few seconds, so you might as well go for it since you need to jump over this anyway. So again, line up yourself with this 5th stair here, and I usually try to do it with a spacebar because I feel like it's easier that way. But I'm not really good with this, honestly. I hardly ever get it. But the world record run doesn't have this either, so it's not that big of a deal if you don't get it. It's just a trick to save like a couple of seconds if you wanna. There, I got it, but that's not too many times I get it on a run. So that's how you're like supposed to get it. You'll get a huge boost off the railing and you'll just land next to the door you're gonna go through. So I'm gonna go or teach you the single segment run strats. I'm not gonna go for the really hard like segmented run strats. So here what you want to do is you just run to this window. You start spamming your mouse so you'll break the glass as soon as possible. And then you just jump over these. You can also just run. You can't fall through these holes if you don't stop, I don't think. Alright, so you just run on these. And then you jump through this window. Walk into this room. Pick up the rod. Run back. Jump on this thing. And then you can actually clip through the window before this. You can just jump to the window and hold WA and you can clip through the wall or the window frame. So I think that saves like a tiny bit. I'm not sure. If you don't get it fast though, you might be better off just going through that window. So I will show that again. But that's all you came in here for, the rod. So after that you can just head off to the back hall again. So you get to the study. You just run here. Break this window. And apparently you can fall through that hole. That little gap between the platforms. So again, that's not something you want to do. YOLO wall strat. Alright. So this is something found by Mr. Weebles. You can just run towards that wall and you will clip through that. But I wouldn't go for this if you're not like, you need to be pretty much, you cannot really take any damage before this because otherwise you'll just not run with enough speed and you will not clip through. So you run towards this and you will clip through. But this is the reason you won't go for this on too many runs. I don't really go for this like ever unless I'm on a run that has like a pretty bad start. I wouldn't go for this like too often. But it's just, it saves like a few seconds if you get this fast. But right now I would be losing time already, obviously. So you just want to run to this window, break it, then run on these platforms, jump through that window, pick up the rod, um, jump on these platforms again, and jump to this window, hold Shift A and W, and you will clip through the window frame. And there, you're done with the study. Alright, here you just want to run to the right and head to the guest room. There's nothing about that, honestly. And here, I usually go for this. I go here, and in the middle drawer, there is latinum you want to pick up. And instead of picking the crowbar and breaking that door, we're just gonna jump to this corner between the bookcase and the wall and just hold A and W and Shift, and you will clip through the wall. I recommend getting the Steam version for the run, since this is a really easy trick on the Steam version. So you just run into this corner, jump, hold A, W, and Shift, and you will clip through it. That's something you just need to try a couple of times in getting your inputs right. So what we came in here for is this key here. So you want to break the glass, and do it carefully so you won't push off this painting, because if you do, ta-da, it'll trigger a flashback that we're trying to avoid by clipping out of bounds here. So you just, I'll show this again. You come here, pick up the latinum. That's not necessary, but I would recommend doing that. Then you just jump into this corner, hold A, W, and Shift, and you will clip through the wall. Then you just walk here, break the glass, and pick up the machine room key. Then you just want to run around the house or the place and probably grab that door. That might be a good thing to do. So again, grab the latinum, jump into this corner. You'll clip through by holding A, W, and Shift. Pick up the machine room key and run around the room out of bounds and click on that door. Alright, here again, this is really straightforward again. You just want to run to this door and jump down the stairs, and you can get the boost off this. I'll show that again. This is something you just need to watch a few times and you'll learn the route. So I usually jump on this, run along, and jump over that little candle thing there. So again, just jump on this railing, fall off, jump on that railing, and jump on the candle thing, and come to this door. Alright, this is the storage. This is kind of a tricky part of the game, or the run. And I'm not exactly sure how to explain this trick I'm gonna perform, but I will try to explain it as good as I can. So you just want to jump down the stairs here again, run to the right, jump down these stairs, obviously trying to get the boost with jumping down the stairs, Walking to the room that is directly straight from the stairs you just went down, and then pick up this drill part. Turn around, and while you're running back to the stairs, run to the right into this room and pick up this drill part. Then you want to run back to the stairs and jump up them. And now begins the tricky part of storage. You want to run to the right, trigger this flashback. When you walk over that little, what is it called? I can't remember what it's called. It's just a plank on the floor. But anyways, when you walk over it, you will trigger a flashback. And as I said before, in flashbacks, the monsters will fully ignore you, so you can just walk past them. So we will grab that trigger there, walk into this room, and now we will pick up this drill part. And this drill part is a trigger for a monster spawn. So we pick up this, we walk back. I usually just look at the floor so I won't go insane. And now we will just run past a monster. And obviously, because this is a tutorial, we will get the an AI bug that where he just fully ignores me even after the flashback. But now he found me, so now I will need to run here, grab this barrel, throw it down the stairs, and here is the actual trick. I will explain this. After I'm done with running away from this guy. Alright, so what I did there, I used a barrel as armor. When the monster can see me, as I'm standing in the barrel, he will hit the barrel 2 times, and at the same, he will hit the wall that has 2 hit points. And in this section, we're supposed to create a explosive rather, that'll destroy the wall. That'll do the 2 damage to the wall. But instead of that, we will use the barrel as armor to protect ourselves from the grunt's hits and have him hit the wall for us and break the wall for us as well. So that'll save us a lot of time, because that way we won't need to make the explosive and run around with having the monster chase us. So we will just use him instead of making the explosive. I will do that again in a minute, so you guys will see how you do it. And I will try to explain it at the same. So here, you just wanna like try to go through this section as fast as possible, obviously. I usually run on that table like you saw there. Here is another trigger for a flashback. You jump up the stairs, and here you want to just walk to this door and open it. And here is what we came in here for. The rods, the yellow and the blue and the red rod. Need to get something to drink. I'm starting to lose my voice. That's not good. Alright. So this is all we came in here for. We're gonna pick up these rods, start running. There's a monster spawn here. So again, you wanna just run as near to the corners as possible and try to avoid getting hit by the monster. And the monster runs faster than us, so we will need to take some shortcuts and stuff, so he will not catch us. And really try to avoid getting hit by him, since that lowers your movement speed, which will be bad, and you'll probably end up getting caught. Alright, so you run past him on the left. You jump down these stairs. That's not necessary, but that's what I do. Then jump on this box and jump on this table. Run along the table. And as I said, try to stick as close to the corners as you can. And here, jump up the stairs. And here's the other monster that will spawn when you're running through here. So you just want to run past him on the right. And try to avoid looking at the monsters for too long, because then you'll end up going insane. Daniel ends up going insane, and your controls become really smooth. Like, it's really delayed. The controls are really delayed. So you want to avoid looking at the monsters too much. So I will go through that again and still trying to explain everything a bit better. So you start off by jumping down these stairs. Run to the right. Jump down these stairs. Again, run straight forward to this door that's over here. Pick up this drill part here. Then run to the right to this door. Pick up this drill part. Jump up these stairs. And here is the plank you walk over to grab the trigger. And then walk to this door. Grab this drill part. And here, look at the floor so you won't go insane. The monster is right there. Then just run here. Throw the barrel down there. Grab the barrel. And go next to the rock pile. Go inside the barrel as well. And then just have the monster hit it. Sometimes that barrel trick might be a bit tricky. It might take 3 hits from the servant grunt to break the wall. So just start running after he broke the wall. So look out for that, because you really don't want to get hit there. All right, and then just walk forward here. Jump on this box and jump on the table. Fall down here. Jump up the stairs again. Run into this room. Pick up those rods. And as you see there, I picked up them really fast, and that was because I was using the mouse wheel to pick them up. I just hover my mouse over them and spam my mouse wheel, and that way I will pick them up like really fast. But that, you need to be careful with that as well, because you might not get both picks, so you need to be careful with that. And just make sure you got them both, because you'll need them in a second. And run past the monster on the left. Jump down the stairs. Jump on this box and jump on the table. Run as close to the walls as you can, or the corners. And jump up these stairs again and run past the monster on the right, and avoid looking at them, since that'll make you lose your mind. You lose your sanity. And that is study. That is something you might want to watch a couple of times again, and you will be able to get it. But as I said, you don't want to be damaged for that part, because you will be running away from the monsters, and that'll be really hard if you're highly damaged, and your movement speed will be really low. Alright, so back hall 2, you just walk to this door, or you jump up the stairs, obviously, because that's slightly faster. And there I got the boost again. So you jump up the stairs, open the door, run around here, because if you run through there, there's a flashback trigger, and you will lose a bit of time there. So you run here, and there's a trigger that'll open this door. You can just run to the door without grabbing the trigger. That way, it doesn't change anything. You just, I just usually go for the trigger, so the door will be open as I run to it. Then you just walk here to the left, and there's a flashback trigger here. And what you want to do here is just pick the key from your inventory and use it on the door. And there you go, you're in the machine room now. Alright, so here, this is just straightforward. You do the puzzles, and you just do them as fast as you can. There's no tricks in here.
We'll definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey.
So you walk here, and what you need to do in this puzzle, you need to have 8 up and 8 down. And here you can see the numbers. So this will always be the same. So just have the first one down, the 2 next up, and then the last 2 down, and that can stay in the middle. And don't touch that, because in case if you move it even a bit, then it'll fuck up this, and yeah, it'll count that as a number, so you need to find a different combination then. So first one down, the next 2 up, and then the next 2 down. And after that, you just run out of the room. You might want to jump on this railing, because that's slightly faster. Then run into this room. Here you need to put the rods in. And I usually, the first one is yellow one, and that goes into the circular one. Then the next one is the blue one, which goes into the triangle one. And then the next one is red, and it goes to the square one. And as you're done with this, you want to run here and pick up this cogwheel. Throw it down the stairs. Pick up this. And you might want to jump down the stairs with this and throw it there. Then pick up this cogwheel. And you can try to throw it in its place like that, but that's not necessary. Just throw them close to the machine there. And then the last cogwheel is here, and you can just try to throw that in place as well. Then you need to run into this room and pick 3 pieces of coal and throw them closer to the burner. That is right there. So you have the coal here, you open the burner, put the coal in, and after that it'll say that the burner is now full of coal, and then you'll just pull the lever. Then after all these cogwheels are in place, you just pull this, and you can't put the cogwheels in wrong places, so don't worry about that. After that, you just pull the lever and run out from the machine room. You might want to try to avoid these, because they will end up damaging you, which is what happens to me really often. It's completely random if they hit you or not. but here you just want to walk back to the door. So I'll show that again in the normal speed I would do it in.
It will definitely take care of
Alright,
the vertical part of
so
our
start
journey.
walking forward.
So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Remember to hold shift at
Yes, the
almost all
Colosseum in Regent's
times.
Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where
So
you can view the
down,
panorama.
up, down,
Good. This ride might be a little longer.
then
And in the other
walk
direction.
downstairs. Jump on this railing. Run along it. Run into this room. Put the rods in. Grab this cogwheel. Throw it down the stairs. Pick this cogwheel. Jump down the stairs. Throw that cogwheel over there. Pick this one up. And try to throw it in place. But again, it's not unnecessary if you don't get him. It's not much of a time loss at all. But still, when you're going for like really good runs, you might want to try to get that. Then pick 3 pieces of coal. Throw them here instead of bringing them all here. Oh, and you can throw things by pressing right mouse button, as you can see from the inputs menu or inputs monitor. And then after it says the burner is full of coal, you just pull that. And as you oh, never mind. I already put that in place. But yeah, you can't put them in wrong places, so don't worry about that. After they're all in place, just pull the lever and you're done with machine room. And again, jump up the stairs so you won't lose, or you will get up the stairs a bit faster. Here you just walk to the elevator because you fixed it. And here, you want to grab the lever and pull it down as soon as possible. So you just want to walk near it and pull it down. You can actually just use this thing to pull it down. You don't need to like you don't need to grab the actual lever, because that'll be the hitbox for that lever is just so small that it'll be so much easier to pull it by using this thing here. So you pull that down, and yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Again, there is not much you do here. You just walk forward, or you walk to the elevator and then pull the lever. Alright, and this is the elevator part. This is just something you can't skip or do anything. You just need to wait until you're down or you're at the second level. Alright, so this is the second level of the game, and it's the prison. So here is 2 strats you can use. I'm gonna show the risky strat first, but I wouldn't use this because it's really risky. It's hard to perform, at least in the matter of like trying to save time. It is really hard to perform because you need to get this like perfect to save time, because it'll end up saving you 3 to 5 seconds. Yeah, I have a exclusive contract with RedTube, so I will probably be uploading this to RedTube. Alright, so the risky strat goes like this. You run towards this ramp, you spam jump, and try to land on the head of this lion. Then jump here on this edge, and now is where the actual trick is. So you run towards this pillar here. You might want to wiggle your mouse a bit, so you'll get it faster. So right after you clip through that, you want to turn around like 180 and land on this thing here. Then jump on this, and then you need to jump towards this wall and start spamming jump. So this is what the risky part is, because if you fall here, you will need to load a save that, and you need to watch the animation of you crawling there again, so that'll lose you a lot of time. So after you're up here, you can boost yourself over this by just spamming jump, or you can just while you're on this, you can just, when you get up there, you can jump around this wall. That is slightly faster, in my opinion. And then just jump on this, hold down, or hold back a bit, hold S, so you won't take that fall damage there. Then jump on this roof, and jump to this direction, and you'll be on this little room. Then you need to fall down here and run towards the door frame, and you will clip through, and you will end up here. Alright. Then I will show that again at normal speed, which will probably end up getting me dead. So here you need to wait until you can jump. And now I can jump. Then sprint towards this. If you don't make it, you can just go around there. And then start sprinting towards the wall. And that's what you're not supposed to do. If you're too slow to turn around, you will just end up falling through or falling out of the map. So that is why it's kind of risky to perform this, and I usually don't go for this if my run isn't like really bad already, because I will usually end up losing time by performing this because I can't get it too fast. So run towards this. After you're clipped through, turn 180, jump on this, boost yourself up here, then just jump around the wall here. Then jump over this, hold S to avoid most of the fall damage. Jump on this roof here, and just run towards the door frame and pick this up. Alright, and then I will show the normal strats that I would recommend for anyone who's just learning the game. So for this strat, you want to start holding Shift and W as soon as you spawn down here and start crawling. So as soon as you spawn, start holding Shift, W, and then maybe hit A few times, like this, and then just keep holding Shift and W, walk to these, pull that away from there, use the rock to hit the pillar away. Then walk here, and here you want to pick up this rock because that'll make you move faster in the flashback, because normally the flashbacks reduce your movement speed. So you want to hold this rock, and for some reason it'll make you move with the normal speed. So you want to hold this rock until you're at the door, and now pick up the hammer. Now after that, you want to run here, jump up the stairs, run close to the monster so he will try to hit you and miss you. So that way he won't start moving or running after you instantly. He will miss the hit, and then he will stand still for a second and then start chasing you. So you run to this door, run into the room, and this will trigger a flashback. And as you remember, flashbacks makes the monsters ignore you completely. So you come here, trigger the flashback, and then pick up the cheaper. Then you just walk across the hall or the corridor to the other side of the corridor, and there's a door you need to go to. You open that, and here's a bed. You want to move this bed. It doesn't matter how you move it. I think throwing the bed might be a little bit faster than moving it, but that really doesn't matter. You can do whichever one you want. And then use this chipper on the hole, and you're done with prison, the northern block. And now I will show that in full speed, that I would, or like how I would do it on a run. So again, hold W, maybe hit A a few times. Walk towards this door, grab the pillar, pull it back, jump on it, push it back with the rock, walk through the door, grab this rock, and use it to move around the corridors faster. And now as you see this blood here, you know that you're close to this door, so you can just let go of the rock and start running. Then jump up the stairs, have the monster miss you, and run into this room, pick up the chipper. Yeah, Almorn, when I first started running this, I was like blown away with the amount of out of bounds there is this game. Like, I played through this game many times before I started speedrunning this, and I was like so surprised with the amount of out of bounds strats this game has. Alright, and then to the prison northern block part of the game. You spawn in this corridor, or this little hole. You just want to crawl through it. On the crossroad, turn to the right.
Hurry, child. You must go. Find Gabriel, the Outrider, and tell him to alert the King's men.
Here you want to pick up this rock and hit a few of these rocks off from this bigger rock. And then spam mouse, your left mouse button and the right mouse button to throw the rock away from the hole. Then again, jump up the stairs and start running towards this rock pile. When you get close to it, here is where we're gonna clip out of bounds again. So you jump here, you get to this spot. I usually look at this ceiling right here. Hold A and W again and start spamming jump again. And you will clip through. I'll show that again since sort of went fast there. So here you want to hold Shift and W again while going through this. Turn to the right.
Mother, I don't want to leave without you. Hurry, child.
You can also spam jump here, and that might make you faster, or go through the holes a bit faster.
Please, we don't have time to make the hole any wider.
So you throw those away from the hole so you can fit
Hurry.
through.
I'll cover the hole with the bed.
Jump up these stairs.
I promise.
Turn to the right. Run towards this rock pile. Jump on top of it. Hold A and D. And then you spam jump again. And you'll clip through. Then you want to turn around after you've clipped through. Start running. Turn to the right. Turn to the right again. You can't jump over these corners, but you might have a chance of getting pushed down there, so I'd be careful with that. Then again, then you turn to the left, and then again you turn to the right. And this way we will skip the puzzle of creating the or cooking the acid again to break that lock that's right there. And instead we will just walk over the door and get to the next door, which is the cistern entrance. So I will go through that again in normal speed. Again, just watch this a couple of times to learn the route that I use. Just wanna scroll through this.
But Mother, I don't want to leave
You
without
can spam jump
You must
to
go.
get a
Find
few
Gabriel, the
boosts
outsider,
here.
and tell him to alert the king's men. No, you come too. Please, we don't have time.
Throw the
to make
rocks
hole
away
any
from the
wider.
hole.
Someone is
Turn
coming.
to the right.
Hurry. I'll cover the hole with the bed.
Jump up the stairs again.
I promise.
Run to these rocks. Crouch here. Hold W and D and just start spamming jump, looking at the ceiling, and then you will clip through. Then you just want to run around this. You don't need to jump over the corners. That's just to make it slightly faster. And then you're on the door frame and you'll just fall down and grab the door unlike I did there. So apparently I will go through this once again. Well, maybe it is good since the place is so dark. So it'll be easier to...
But Mother, I don't want to leave without you. Hurry, child. You must go. Find Gabriel, the
go
outsider,
again.
and tell him to alert the king's
Going
men.
through this.
No, you come too. Please, we don't have time to make the hole any wider. Someone is coming. Hurry. I'll cover the hole with the
Jump
bed.
up the stairs.
Fine. I promise.
Run towards this rock pile. Jump. Crouch here. And then hold D and W and start spamming jump. Sometimes you might just stand up here and not clip through, but then just crouch again and come into the spot and look at this rock here about where the rock meets the ceiling and start spamming jump, and you should clip through. Then just run around this again. And now just fall down and grab the door. Alright. This is something that skips a lot, but it is also kind of tricky to perform. So what you want to do here is, what I do here, I line up with this, the fourth line counting from the wall, 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth line that's on the floor, and then I will look at this, start sprinting towards it, and just spam jump. I usually do this with space because it'll be easier to time my jumps by using space. So stand on the fourth line, look at that, start sprinting, and just jump, and you will get a boost that will boost you onto this pipe. After you're on this pipe, you want to jump towards that, and what that does is it skips a flashback. The flashback is here, and this flashback is sort of long, so you really want to skip that. I think that would save around, I don't know, it saves a lot of time, let's just say that. So fourth line, looking at that, sprint and jump, spam jump, and then just sprint and jump again, and you've skipped the flashback. And this is kind of a tricky boost, but this is a good way of doing it. Just sprint towards this, and as in the archive tunnels boost, slowly scroll your mouse wheel 3 times, and then turn 180, and try to land on this or that platform. This is pretty easy when you get a little bit of practice, but what is really important here is to remember to scroll your mouse wheel like slowly. Don't do it like this, that you just spam it, because then you just end up like going over the thing. No, I took a lot of damage there. But as I said, slowly scroll your mouse wheel and just turn 180 after you've got the boost. This is something you might want to practice for a bit, again, as everything as I've showed in this run. So, run towards this, slowly, scroll your mouse wheel 3 times, and then this, just run towards it and spam your mouse wheel. And that skips a puzzle where we need to work with few levers that'll get us a way to get into the morgue, which is what we need to do. So I will show this again, how I would do this on a run. Alright, so I line up here, look at that, jump on this, run towards this, get the boost, and like that. That is something you just need to practice a lot to start getting it fast. Alright, and here there is a cool strat you can use here, but we are not going to go for it because it's really risky, and I usually don't use it on a single segment run. So we're gonna do this the casual way. So you just run.
It has yielded.
What?
Again, you want to hold shift and W to walk,
For now,
and try to walk as close to the
this out of
walls
here
as
so
you
we can
can.
get some peace.
Yes, let's.
Turn to the right,
Where
pick
to?
up this copper
Just down the
tube
corridor.
and the latinum,
Are there more dead
then turn back,
You did well, Daniel. Come, let's
jump
get
over those
going.
rats so you won't get stuck there. Then just run to the left of here, run into this room, open the door, and if alright, I should have said this earlier, but you can, every time you complete a puzzle, it restores some of your sanity. So after storage or after any part of the game, if you've lost your sanity and your controls are really smooth, you you can just combine the drill and that'll restore your sanity again, and your controls should be normal again. So you combine that here, if not earlier. If you've lost your sanity at storage or any part of the game earlier, you might want to combine your drill to restore your sanity to make your controls to be normal again. Alright, and then you combine this syringe as well. So you grab the hand drill, use it on this guy. Then, after there's a hole in his head, you use the syringe on the hole. After that, you click on the syringe. Once is enough, but I usually spam click it just for funsies. And after you've done that, the screen goes black. After you gain your vision again, you just turn around and run to this door and open it. If you open it fast enough, you will completely skip that where the monster will spawn there. But even if you don't open it like fast enough and you'll see the hits on the door, it doesn't matter since the monster didn't spawn. Alright, then we just run back to this door. Alright, and then I will show this again in how I would do it on a run. Right? So you run through.
Do you see, Daniel? It has yielded. What? The shadow. It has? For now. Come, let's get this out of here so we can get some peace.
Yes, let's.
We grab the copper tube and latinum,
To the morgue.
go back,
Are there more dead men there?
You did well.
jump over the rats,
Come,
because they will
let's get
block
going.
you if you walk at them. Then run into this room on the left. Combine your drill and your syringe. Use it on his head. Or you can, the drill you can use anywhere in his body, and so with the syringe, but I usually move a bit forward in the middle of the animation, so I will be closer to his head when the syringe is there, because you need to be closer to his head when you click on the syringe. Right, and after you gain your vision, you just walk to the door, open it, and if you get that, that's okay, but you can also skip that by being fast enough. Then you just run to this door, and you're done with Morgue. Alright, here's a really tricky clip, but it's easy when you know the inputs for this. Alright, so you fall down here, you fall down here, and then you run to this railing. You jump on the railing and fall down to this corner. Jump a few times so you'll be here until you stop moving. Then you can just walk through the wall. So when you know the inputs, this is really easy, but in case you don't know the inputs, it's really hard to perform. So jump on this, walk into this, and sometimes you will need to like just walk forward here and then turn to the left and you'll get it. But if you look at my inputs when I get it, it's really not that hard to do. But like when I did this, I had to learn the inputs myself, so this was kind of hard. But yeah, you just want to walk towards the door frame, and just turn to the left. So here I'll show you how I would do it on a run. Of course, it's the time I fail it. Okay, there we go. That is something you just need to practice a lot. Again, just try it a couple of times and see what works the best for you. And actually, there is another strat for that, which I'm not experienced with, but my friend Walrus found a way to clip through that, like, easier, but it's a bit more risky, I'd say, because you can easily fall through. So what he does is he holds W and A and just jumps here, I think. Or is it just W? Yeah, that way you'll clip through as well. But that's really risky since you can just jump and fall straight down. But that's another way of getting it, and it seems like that's a bit more consistent way, I think. But when you get the other strat right and you know the inputs, it's really consistent that way as well. Alright, so this is the run killer. This is like the worst thing in the run, I would say, in my opinion. I hate this. I hate this section of the game. So there's a couple of nasty tricks here. So the first trick is you want to fall down and grab the ladder as you're getting closer to the bottom of the pit. That way you will avoid the fall damage. Then you want to start running forward. You might want to jump here because that's a bit faster. Or what I've noticed, I'm not sure if it actually is, but I feel like it's faster. Then you want to walk here to this room with the rock pile, and another out of bounds clip incoming. So this is kind of, I don't know. There's a few setups for this, but what I do is I come around here where there's this cut in the rock. I come here, I aim at that, hold W and D, and start spamming the spacebar for jumping. And that usually works pretty good, but sometimes this clip can be kind of tricky as well, so don't worry if you don't get this like really fast, because it's really tricky. So again, grab the ladder there. That monster there is a fake, so don't worry about him. So again, come to the left, jump on this rock, and then jump on this rock. And then aim at that, stand somewhere here where there's a little line here. and then aim at that and hold W and D and start spamming jump. You might want to, like, if you get pushed out, you can try to crouch again, so you would like get into this position again, but you might just fall again. So W and D and just start spamming space and you should clip through. Alright, then this, I line up with this thing here around the pipe. So I line up with that, run towards it, and start spamming jump. Alright, so I got it. So you're supposed to boost yourself up on top of this. Then after you're on top of this, just fall to the other side. And this is where the fun begins. This is a kind of nasty trick as well, like many of the tricks in this game. So now you just want to jump on this. After you're on this, you see this corner here, so you sort of need to strafe jump on top of this. When you're on this, you want to hold W, look down a bit. I usually just look as down as you can, like I'm looking at the floor, and then start spamming your scroll wheel. And be careful not to fall here, because you can easily fall like that, and that's obviously not something you want to do, so avoid that. And just jump on this corner here, hold W, start spamming your mouse wheel, and stay on this platform here, or this edge. Then you want to fall down here on this pipe, and be careful because these platforms are like really slippery, so you can easily just slip and fall. And now you want to run forward, jump around this, keep running along this until you come to this part where you can see a staircase on the left side. So you jump on this, and then you jump on this staircase here. After that, you want to boost yourself up on top of this by just holding W and shift and spamming your jump, because there's an invisible wall again. Then you just want to walk, run forward, jump over this, jump over that as well, and again jump over that. And here you want to grab the ladder through this, jump, grab the ladder, jump, grab the ladder, jump, grab the ladder, and just repeat this until you will end up at the loading zone. Alright, so now I will go through the sewer part again, as I would on a run. So you open this, fall down, grab the ladder right before you hit the floor to avoid getting hit or avoid the damage. This guy is a poofer, so you can just run at him. Then jump on this rock, jump on this rock, then start spamming, hold W and D and spam your space or jump. Either way is fine. I think mouse wheel works as well, but I'm more used to doing it with spacebar. Here, line up with this, run towards it, and spam your jump, mouse wheel. Then jump on this, hold W, boost yourself on top of this by just spamming jump again. Here's actually a safe strat Mr. Walrus found. You can just fall on top of this, run and jump, and just boost yourself on top of this. By doing that, that doesn't really lose you any time, and it's a bit safer than just jumping around a pipe. Jump on this, jump to this, boost yourself over the invisible wall again, jump over that, then jump over this, then grab the ladder, jump, grab the ladder, jump, grab the ladder, jump. And as you're getting closer to the end of the stairs, try to start spamming a jump and grabbing the ladder like faster, because if you don't do that fast enough, you will end up just falling as you're like unable to move, and that way you might fall all the way to the ground before the loading screen starts, so you'll take the damage and you will end up here and you're gonna be really low HP, so look out for that. Alright, here you will spawn on the right side of this well. You wanna run to this door, obviously open it. Another door, open this, and here's something I would probably call it the wall climb, I think. So you just walk on this, then you want to run towards that ledge, fall on top of it, unlike I did. Yeah, so run on top of this pillar, fall to this ledge, walk on this pillar, fall on this ledge, walk that direction and fall to this ledge, and try to avoid as much as you can from the damage. I'll show that again. Fall onto this ledge, fall onto this, and fall onto that. It's pretty straightforward, just always land on the second or the next ledge that's on the wall, and I will show that once again. Fall here, and fall here. There I avoided all of the damage. Alright, and after you're done with that, you wanna jump to your left over this railing to here, where you see the barrel right next to the wall. And a really easy clip where you just run through the wall. You run to this wall close to the pillar on the left side of the pillar. You just run through it. I didn't even do anything. Like, you just run towards the wall and you will clip through it. You might want to wiggle around your mouse a bit and you might get it even faster. But this, if you're good on HP, this clip is really easy. So you just basically run through the wall. Here there is two ways of getting around this. You can either just boost yourself up on top of this by just spamming a jump while holding forward and shift, but there is a chance of doing that, so you need to be careful with this. But also show you this strat. Just run towards the wall, spam jump, and when you get the boost, you'll be on this roof. Then, after you're on this roof, you walk forward a bit along this corridor. Then you want to fall down here. Try to avoid taking damage, because there is going to be a pretty nasty strafe jump up ahead. So you might want to avoid all the damage you can avoid. So you fall on top of this. You jump to the right, or you don't need to jump to the right. You can just walk here. And here is where the strafe jump is. This is kind of nasty, but if you know how to strafe in like other FPS games, Counter-Strike, etc., you can just basically you just run forward and jump and go around the wall, because there is a invisible wall. I'm not actually sure if you can like boost yourself over the wall. I bet you could, but that way you will take a lot of damage, so you might want to just jump around the wall. And even if these strafe jumps might look a bit hard, but they're really easy to do, because you can control your character in the air like pretty easy. So you come here, you jump around this, and then you just fall here and you enter the choir. Then there is this strat as well. We call it the YOLO jumps. Even though they're really easy, but if you fail one of them, you'll just end up falling out of the map. But this is a bit faster, and I would say this is easier than the other one. So you run here. Instead of going to this wall, you just walk past it, jump through this door here, and then you might want to walk back a bit so you'll have more space to gain speed. Then just jump around the corner again. So that's 2 strafe jumps basically, so that's nothing special. You just need to jump around these, and then you just jump on that corner there and boost yourself up here. And that way you won't take any damage as you would from falling if you get the high boost there or when you fall down here. So there you go, and then you just do the strafe jump here as well and fall here